I'll try to fill in for him.
Yeah, there you go.
I imagine his first question would be about health issues.
Yeah. We'll see how Mike feels throughout the day and when he warms up and make a decision on whether he's available tonight or not, Mike Scott.
How did he look? Did he do much today?
He did a little bit this morning, but not everything.
And how did Thiago come out of the Dallas game?
Yeah, I think he's looking and feeling good, and I think he should be available, and I would expect Thiago to play.
How do you assess the team at the unofficial quarter mark of the regular season?
I think that we haven't been consistent probably in a lot of areas. I think defensively is where we probably need to have the greatest area for improvement or greatest need for improvement. I think we all feel like we can play better, and we're working on it. We're talking about it, looking. I think we need to go out and kind of do it more often.
You said an injury is a factor, or guys coming off like a Thabo and Kyle coming off off-season surgery and them working back into shape. Do you consider that a factor in kind of the little inconsistencies that we've seen?
I tend to say no, but maybe I'm hard-headed or stubborn, and I think every team has their own set of circumstances, their own set of injuries that they may be dealing with. So we're all in the same boat, and I don't think every single team we're playing or competing against is 100% healthy. So you have to figure it out with what you have and the circumstances you're dealing with. So I think we all like to be better.
I talked to Thabo and Kent about their shooting. Seems like they're shooting as well as they probably have ever in their careers. What did they do to get to that point? And if so, how did the assistant coaching staff factor into that?
Well, I think the player always, the time and work and effort that they put into it is where it usually starts. And I think, despite Thabo, having a pretty significant injury this summer, I thought, he went into the summer with a plan to how he could improve his shot, how he could work on his shot. And he did that. And Baze, obviously healthy summer, a lot of time and effort to put into it. And I think all the assistant coaches, put a lot of time and effort in with the shooting. Ben Sullivan in particular, it's kind of his area that, he's been given. And I think his level of understanding what it takes to, tweak a shot, reconstruct a shot, and not overload a player, you can't change everything at one time, and to have a game plan as to how to go about making those changes makes him, invaluable to our staff. And I think our players appreciate Ben and trust Ben and know that, that there's a plan, that there's a lot of thought behind, anything that he's asking them to do to improve their shot.
Is it one of those things that kind of takes enough time that, like with Thabo and Kent, you sort of see it in their second season rather than their first?
Yeah, I think it usually is. I think if you really have a deeper understanding of shooting and a real plan as to how to improve and change people's shots, there's times when you do things, and there's off seasons when you do things, and so I think that the more time that they spend with our staff and the more time they spend with Ben, then I think they're going to continue to hopefully improve and reap those benefits. But I think you can see a big improvement from year one to year two. Lots of times it's an off season. There's things that you can do that maybe you're not comfortable or aren't wise to do. In season, in the heat of battle, and all those things.